Hello there once again, YouTube. Welcome to another wonderful VOD where we will be continuing this ridiculous grind. And I'm already getting booed because I've been grinding for over a month now on this ridiculous challenge. And if you're watching on the VODs, you're probably bored of watching me slay orphans and open gold mystery boxes. But guess what we're going to do for this stream and the next 4 streams is we're going to slay orphans and open gold mystery boxes. Hello, Mantis. How are you doing? Thank you for the welcoming boo. That's always nice. Let's get right into it because we got a lot to do, and I clicked the wrong thing. I really have no interest in dilly-dallying because we have so much to do. We are live on YouTube, we are live on Twitch, and it looks like it's time to go. It wasn't a boo, it was like a boo like a ghost. I don't know. I know how you are. I know you watch reluctantly. Hang on, my lips are dry as hell. Nice one. Nice one. Okay, let's, I want to make sure that this is the only thing that plays. So we're just going to listen to the intro music and, all right, let me get myself all set up here. I got my auto clicker ready to go. It's about time. I think we got to get right into it. So let's get our inventory ready to go. And let's get our butt down to that witch's hut. Actually, I think we're going to wait for a luckier day, but that's the gist of what we're going to be doing. We actually have to get an upgrade from Robin too, so we need to wait still. Perfect thing to walk in on, a nice burp, right? Nothing's more welcoming than a burp. A nasty, frothy, loud burp. How you doing, Danny? It's been a long, long, long week, but it... You know, we've made a lot of progress on the challenge. You know, we made a lot of progress on this challenge. That's good. I'm glad you're doing well. Darn, 143 seconds late. It's okay. It's always good to show up fashionably late. Only the cool kids do that. 1, 2, 3. This appears to be 12 chickens. We have 12 chickens in here. So should I just relocate one of them? I think I'm starting to understand, guys. I think I'm starting to get it. So we incubate and then we move them. Hey, Mo, how you doing? Welcome to the stream once again. You listen to this soundtrack all day? Yeah, because you've been fishing all day, I bet. Move one, then walk back in. Oh, I see. I understand.
Mrs._shiftesque just resubscribed for 2 months.
What a babe. What an absolute babe. Only a babe would do that. Or a handsome fella. Only babes and chads sub for more than 1 month. It's kind of a babe or a chad thing to do. Let's go to do a little bit of ginger grinding. Oh, that's nice. See, only a babe could make that noise. She's the one for me. She's the one for me, ladies and gents and non-binary folks and all alike. Oh, you were listening to the soundtrack while you worked. Ah, that makes sense. I definitely get tired of the soundtrack, so I've been just playing like one track to start the stream, and then... Oh, no! Am I gonna save scum to save 1 pineapple? No, we'll just leave it here. I can always replant it another day. It's fine. So we don't even need them. It's fine. My immersion. My immersion. Pineapple casualty count. We could use one. We really could. That was a good one. I did reset the sound effects counter because we are at a point now with it. I added a ton of new sounds. So we are now at 105 sounds, so I decided to reset
I got the hitting the balls with the train cinder block.
So that's one of the ones from Metalocalypse I liked that I decided to add. It's funny, we rolled a new one. Gold. Danny with the database classic. Does radioactive ore really exist? I'm actually, I do have a finished short on standby that I haven't posted yet that explains everything you need to know about it. And it is in the game. It is a vanilla feature.
Sorry. Been building up for a while. Sorry.
Like in real life? No.
I'm so sorry about this. Sorry. There we are.
Shane hates me. Breathe it in, Meg. All right, let's name some chickens. In game, it's real. Yeah. Choreful sounds right. Feels good. Just gonna go with whatever I can find. So I should be just incubating as many as I can and filling them up that way. But I mean, we really don't have the infrastructure. But we will spam build coops, and maybe we'll just spam incubate chickens instead of doing them at the same time. Hey, you, I want to gamble. You want to gamble? You want to gamble? What do you guys want to gamble on? You want to gamble on, I don't know, let's see, 900 golden mystery boxes. First day. There. We haven't gone, we're not going yet, but, truff. But 900. But once we get a lucky day, we're going to go straight to the witch's hut and grind some mystery boxes so we can open some towards the end of stream. Treatle. Treatle. Seems right. Feels good. I love coming up with gibberish names for the chickens. Chimothy. Not gibberish enough. I suppose I could do it, though. Chimothy. This one's almost full. Chimotheus, love it. 900 are rookie numbers at this point. Well, take your bet. That's what we call a market imbalance or a market inefficiency. Yeah, I see Chimotheus. 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 We must be close to 200 chickens by now. Oh, these ones don't even have a petter in there. I got to put a petter and a grabber in there. Oh, this one. All right, I got to put petters and grabbers in these two. Chomer. Okay, so now, Mantis, you're saying that I can basically just use the other incubators to fill up coops, so I can just kind of like park incubated eggs in them. Got it. All right, we should do that. I'll add those in right now. I'll make sure that every single one has an egg in it. Let's just grab a couple auto petters before I forget. So these chickadees, they might not be fed, but at least they'll get pet. I'm not a completely terrible person. I mean, I am, but at least I don't leave the chickens unpet. That would just be really terrible. Paid for random sound effect and it didn't appear? Here, I'll return it for you. Although I think it might have. Maybe there was, it could be a glitch. You wanted to hear the hog rider? So the thing about it being random, there you go. See, you got a sound effect. You're not going to get a guaranteed sound effect every time. It's just not going to happen. But you will get a random one. If you want a guaranteed fart, you can pay for a guaranteed fart, but that comes at a premium, you know? I'm not adding the hog rider. I was thinking about adding the hog rider. I was like, hog rider doesn't really fit our whole thing here. We don't really do that here. And when you walk in and it says chicken is ready to hatch, but it's full, interact with any chicken, select to move it into another coop. No, it makes perfect sense. You're basically you're basically parking a finished chicken that you can use to fill. You know, you can use your other chickens to fill other coops. I understand the overflow technique. I think it makes sense now. I've been like giving it very little attention or thought because I just was like, oh, is that really how that works? One thing I do need to do is move all of the buildings, so I'm gonna do that now. We gotta go to the wizard to do that though. Can you make the hog rider sound? I really love hearing it. Well, you could play the hog rider sound on your own computer, and then that would solve the desire. Has anybody ever actually played Clash of Clans or Clash Royale in this chat? I want to ask. I mean, I know I know Mo has, but like, what about you guys? Anybody else? Let's see here. I can add the hog rider. Maybe I'll add the hog rider. Just gotta find a good one. Hog rider. Maybe I won't. We'll see how I feel. All right, so this is a full 12 coops, and then we can use those coops to fill the rest. Clash was popular when I was enlisted, but I never got into it. Yeah, I had a really fun time with it when I was in high school, and even afterwards in college. I had like a period where I had like 4 accounts, and I would load into them all at the same time and nerd out and watch Netflix, and obviously engage in some zebra cigarettes while I was doing it, and eat horrible food, and it was a fun time. Very fun time. Make it separate because Hog Rider is special. I'll curate the sound effects on my stream. But yeah, no, good idea. All right, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, it's an alright game. I still play Clash Royale here and there. Like Rocket League, it's one of those games I play when I don't feel like thinking. Some people take it incredibly seriously. I did put money into it at one point, which I'm not proud of, but... All right, so these are all... Whip Fat Cloud down a 40 and be just fine. Absolutely. Those were the days. Those were the days. Don't forget about the jewel or the vape or whatever it was that you smoked. Everybody smoked something. Well, you're not getting very lucky days. I want to go do some Witch's Hut grinding, but I also want to just shove an egg in each incubator here so we can take advantage of the ability later on that Mantis was highlighting. But yeah, today marks the 1 month anniversary of our first stream. We have played nothing other than this world of Stardew Valley, and I think it's kind of impressive how much we've been able to accomplish in that month. I didn't bother sitting down and calculating how many hours, but it's definitely upwards of 50 at this point that we put into the challenge. Yeah, it's been 1 whole month. It's really something. And of course, I decided as a 1 month thing, I did add the 2 VIPs, and then I realized the 2 VIPs are the patrons, Danny and Venton. I added you guys as VIPs, so you get the VIP badge. I couldn't change the VIP badge, so then I got to thinking, well, what can I do? I mean, I added a new badge for the 3-month sub mark, which is Krober, and then I added a extra special badge at the 6-month sub mark, which is the Golden Shores. So those will be our sub badges. Might add more later, but a year is a long way away, so I have time to think about what we would make the 1 year badge, etc. So I love Krober. Yeah, Krober's great. I really do. I think Krober has a lot of variety, and it was totally just out of left field idea that Venton posted. So Krober's a big one. Love me some Krober. All right. I actually just wasted a day by not going to see Robin, which is fine. It was Tuesday anyway. So we'll go get some ginger. We got to get her to build another coop, and then we need to fast sleep to get ourselves set up with a lucky enough day to go do some orphan slaying. How long did that take you anyways? I mean, was it a complex pixel art? It looks like it's a pretty simple one. I can't imagine it took more than like an hour. Then again, I've never done pixel art, so I don't even know what it entails. It's not that many pixels. No, it looks like most of them are pretty, I mean, the gradient is there, so it's not like it's not just like all the same shade of purple. Alrighty, let's get Robin out of bed. Robin! Get out of that bed. We'll hang out and wait for her. So I was poking around for some stuff that isn't Subway Surfer to put up while we're just sitting here letting the auto clicker open golden boxes for us, and I stumbled upon something I thought was pretty good for it. So I'll debut that later when we get to the golden mystery box opening. Should scratch some nostalgia sections of people's brains. Super capitalism. Oh yeah, it's super capitalism, all right. Call me the super capitalist. Let's get another deluxe coop set up. Alrighty. What the heck is Mo going on about? Who sweared at your mom? An interesting opinion. Perhaps something that a mod could help us with. 10.8%. Let's go do some Witch's Hut grinding. And of course, we are wearing the luck ring of pure, unadulterated faith, which is what I will be referring to it as from now on. Don't mind being a little more pink giggity. No, it actually looks great. Krober looks great. It's not like directly pulled from the files, which is nice. So, you know, there's just no... Concerned Ape is not known for flagging people who use his work. That's why we can use the soundtrack, but you get the idea. You think I have a lot of trees, maybe too many or not enough? And hello, Bryce, how you doing?
I have just one thing to say to you.
Or own the whole valley, not just trees. Oh yeah, I do own the whole valley. It's kind of my thing. But yeah, no, Krober is good because we can't have any issues since it's technically fan art. Same thing with the Chorses and the Chorse Cop. It's all technically fan art, so. I just love Krober, though. It's such a nice little smiling feller. Love me some Krobus. We definitely have to reconcile with Krobus before the challenge is done. It's a shame you can't buy Star Drop tea, because I would just buy 10 Star Drop teas and be done with it. Just hand them all to him in a row. Like, can we be roommates again? A decent split between the believers and the doubters. Just fish for it? Nah, they're even rarer than the golden animal crackers that take forever. We'll probably take I would say probably more than a whole stream, probably 2 whole streams just to get all the Star Drop tea. And even then, I'm not sure we'd get lucky enough. No, I'll just, like, do long sleeping and bring him purple horseradish, or... I think iridium. Should wait for his birthday, really. Just wait for his birthday and give him a iridium quality horseradish. How did you make your kids become red? I want to blank them like you do. So you bring a prismatic shard to the statue at the top left here. And that will release your child into the void. They will no longer be in your home. And then you activate the Easter egg on fall 26th, watching the question marks channel. It's only available for watching on fall 26th in-game every year. Once you activate it once, you will be able to come to the witch's hut, and there will be red babies waiting. This is probably the most efficient way to grind golden animal crackers late game. It's definitely the most efficient way. And trinkets, and I guess golden mystery boxes if you needed something out of those. And money if you have a level 4 parrot trinket. So this is a very... If you're willing to sink 40 hours into sleeping over and over again for 30 in-game years, it's probably worth doing this. Good, they're useless anyways, they don't grow. Yeah, I mean, that's that, yep. That's why 1.7's coming around. Concerned Ape even talked about it. He was like, yeah, I want to add some utility to the... He didn't say it like that, he just said it in a blog post. I think he said he wants to add some utility, or maybe he said it in that video. I didn't watch the whole video he did a few months back when he announced it, but he wants to add some utility to the children. What it is, I have no idea. I'm actually really curious what it's going to be. I'm thinking like, oh, okay, they can just pick crops for you, or maybe they can harvest some machines for you. This is utility. This is significant utility comparatively, so it has to be something that rewards me more than this. Maybe if they hand you a golden animal cracker every morning. Okay, I guess you can stay. Make sure you don't put down any flooring outside before the 30-year sleep. Well, if you've got a golden clock, you don't have to worry about it, but yeah. Yeah, make sure you, yeah. If you put any flooring down, your world will explode. You have to leave everything open, and you can't have a golden clock. Just sleep for 30 years. Don't think about anything else. 30 in-game years, yes. Not like 30 real-life years. That would be preposterous. It'd be almost time for me to collect Social Security. What do you guys think of Bearded Odin over there? Do you guys actually stick around, or do you just leave as soon as I raid him? He never followed back. Oh, I'm getting a call. Kind of late for me to be getting a call. That's my father calling. I wonder what he could be calling about. You went to go watch Blade? Maybe I'll just read Blade again. One second, guys. Should probably... There we go. All right. Hopefully not an emergency. Normally, if my father calls me this late, it's to ask me a stupid question. But you never know. Yeah, he's a New Zealander, so his time frame is just totally out there. If you ask me, I think they're on the other side of the planet. And in fact, they are. Has anybody ever actually played this Blueprints game that he's so into now, by the way? He's playing it. He's been pretty big into it. Is it fun? It's 11:30 a.m. there now? Yeah, so it's, yeah. You want to? Yo, you've beaten it. So there are some people who played it. What do you think? I mean, what kind of game is it anyways? Alright, he's fine. Says nothing. Yep. Puzzle game. No, I gathered that much, but I mean, like, it seems kind of like very creative take on puzzle games. And he seems to be playing it competitively, which is an interesting concept to me.
My sloppy Joe is all sloppy and no joke.
Hello there, Tenya. How are you doing? Escape room puzzle game, so it kind of takes on the form of the Minecraft escape room mini games that people make. Well, it's nice to see you. Pleasure to see you stopping in to play a sound effect. Hope all is going well with that project. Looking forward to seeing what you do. The puzzle can change too, so it's not always the same. I would hope. I would hope the puzzle's not always the same. Should make like a 1% chance the sound effect rolls twice. I could probably code in some RNG. And by me, I mean ChatGPT could probably code in some RNG. Not just play sound effect twice, but maybe like rolling doubles in Monopoly, you get a 2-for-1, a 2-for-1 sound effect special. Yeah, if it were the same puzzle, the game wouldn't be fun at all. It would just be like a speedrun at that point competitively, so that makes sense. I hear roguelike games get thrown around a lot, the definition, and I'm like, what's rogue about it? I never know what that really means. But I like games that are like Stardew Valley, so that's my big fan of single player games that reward thinking and pausing a lot and thinking. Not so much fast-paced games, but pausing and thinking about the next thing I'm going to do. They're so rogue and liking. Well, that's exactly what I think. Nadios on YouTube says, hi, how are you, Nadios? How are you doing over there? Nadios, you may be seeing my bot talking a lot over there, and it is because he is relaying all the messages from Twitch chat. So feel free to share with Twitch chat if you want to participate in the chat. Your messages will be posted over on the Twitch chat relay, so you guys can interact with each other. Pausing to eat 40 cheese wheels. Real trap shit. Trapaholics. The cinnamon buns in Skyrim look so absolutely delectably delicious. You just made me think of that. I wanted to share. Can I make the sound effect when you click it, it opens a list of sounds and we can choose? No, that would defeat the whole point of it. In my opinion, I like that it's random because you guys never know what you're gonna get. Real trap shit. Fuck with you boys. Damn, son, where'd you find this? You guys got me stimming out now. You ever play The Binding of Isaac? I actually have heard of it, and my brother-in-law has played it at length, and other people I know have played it at length, and I would be interested in trying it, definitely. I vaguely understand the gist of it, so I would definitely be into giving it a shot. I don't own it, but I would be happy to buy it and maybe even play it on stream once in a while. Mrs. Shift is preoccupied with an art project, so she's not even reading chat. But she is making a pretty cool art project. Some mod she is, right guys? I'm kidding, we love Mrs. Shift and she's a sweetheart. Should make a Steam family account to share games. I want you guys to see my games. I got Gooner games. You get her name out of your mouth. My chat really takes mom's side all the time. Art project, sorry, please don't. Please don't mention that game to me. I don't know what that game is. Never heard of it. Hey, I'm still listening. No, you're And that's the villager sound effect. You like that one? Are you one of those people who play Gooner games on your main Steam account? No, I don't play Gooner games. I don't actually own any Gooner games. I just I don't really understand the Steam family games thing. I'm kind of a boomer. Like, I don't understand things that I don't know. You are just a vessel in which we abuse to have access to Mrs. Shift. She's the real entertainment. You hear that? You hear that, honey? They love you. They absolutely love you. You're gonna be a star! Me, on the other hand. Not understanding things that you don't know seems pretty standard. Yeah. So anyway, how does the Steam family thing work anyways? Do these stuffs even exist? A bum, Shift, you're a bum. Hey, I'm walking here. Ooh, I gotta add that. Can't believe I haven't added that. Say goodnight to the little ones. I'll be saying goodnight to my little ones while you're away. Go to sleep! Is this just infinite money? Yes. You can make roughly 2 million a day by just doing this. Basically, you take a dagger and you equip everything that increases your crit chance and crit power, and then you engage a mouse auto clicker, and you, over the span of 30 in-game years, abandon 100 children, then activate the Easter egg that makes them come back to the witch's hut as monsters. And then you put on a level 4 parrot trinket, and it drops you money every time you go in there to defeat a wave of your purgatory children. And Tony Montana saying, "Say hello to my little friend." You just recently set up a Steam family. It's pretty easy, actually. Just add someone to the family, and you can access their games. Only one person can play the copy at a time, though. Will it kick someone off if the real owner of the game, like, loads into it? Or is it, like, kind of, like a queue situation where if one person is playing it, anybody else who wants to play it in the family has to wait? 0 out of 10, no effort. Love it. You're talking about my joke? Yeah, I know. I'm exhausted by this challenge. Purgatory Children is the best I could come up with. It's like the meme of the meme of the orphan slaying has really grown stale. I want new memes. This meme is not funny to me anymore. Your jokes mostly always hit? Say hello to my little friend. Best I got. It's not exactly a, well, it's Cuban, right? Isn't he supposed to be a Cuban guy in that one? This is Scarface we're talking about, right? The joke has lasted too long. Cubano. All right, we got 916 golden mystery boxes. Believers get paid. Believers are definitely getting paid. Now I want a cigar. I'm craving an old fridge cigarette. Not the kind with a bottle you can twist off. Bottle cap, bottle you can twist. Ah, fuck it. You know what I meant. Choose outcome. Yes. Complete prediction. Enjoy your points. Maybe buy a fart. Maybe buy a fart sound. Maybe 2. Take care of yourself, eh? Live long and enjoy good food. Good thoughts. There you go. Aw, shit. Someone's calling me. Hang on. Go away. I'm streaming. Poorly. When am I going to make the random sound effect cost 20 coins? Do you pay attention? Or is that... So basically, what we do, right, is if you exclamation burp... You thought you got a call? That's funny. It always gets somebody. 973 mystery boxes. Nice. Yeah, exclamation burp. If you want the burp dividend, you gotta burp. Everybody's got to get together on the burping. It's free. It's literally free. It'll activate at will. You just have to do the burping. You're gonna join us for the pooping? I added that one and no one's played it yet, which is funny. Okay, we've got to get a new coop from Robin. Robina upgrade. Alrighty, and we are looking good on those as well. Gosh darn, I tell you what. I'm like traumatized to throw things away now ever since I got rid of that luck ring. I'm like looking extra close at everything that I'm deleting. Wondering if I'll make that ridiculous mistake again. Sparkling golden chicken. We've got chorizo. That one can be named after sausage. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to make sense. Remember, it does not have to make sense. Just has to start with CH. This one can be, I don't know, security. They're like the underling for Chores Cop. How do I not get traumatized from all the time played in Stardew? I should ask Mantis that. There are many people with more time than me. Trig. Oh, you know what? We should name one Fregley. Like from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Tregley. I like it. I guess we should go with Trowley as well. Oh, we are naming... Well, we just got done naming them, yep. That's the last one. I suppose we could fill up these other coops. Hang on. We're going to use Mantis's tip now. All right, so we're gonna send this one over here. That one's full. That one's not. All right, and then we're gonna leave, and we'll come back, and we'll be able to name this one something. I don't know. Let's go with like. Did I name one Chenya? I don't know. Now we might have two named Chenya now. There you go. You got a chicken named after you. Ah, Chatios. You just finished floor 100 of the mines. Good work. Doesn't always feel good? That feels good. Feels good getting those mines done for the first time. Chatios. There you go, Tenya. I hope you appreciate the naming. Okay, I think that one's going to be full now. It's pretty effective, I'm not going to lie. Sure. Maybe heuristic? Does that seem right? I don't know. Is that a heuristic for something? Big brain joke. Imagine when you add the FBI open up sound. I actually forgot. I was looking through my list. I got through about maybe 4 of the sticky notes I wrote down yesterday. And I ran out of time. Chicka wow wow. Feels right. Feels good. Feels good. Maybe we go with Chonka wow wow. Does that feel good? Chonka wow wow. I'm gonna need a drink soon. I know. I'm gonna need a drink soon. Believe me. Whoa! What are we doing in here? Guys, next week I have to cover for someone at work too, so I'm gonna be extra tired. Woohoo! Actually, I'm a little tired today, guys, so can't tell. It has been an uphill battle training someone at work. Who is ready to break my sobriety? Hypers. Jesus. Please don't do that. Why is there a defs code emoji and it costs 2.5 million? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, you mean Discord? That gives you the task manager role in Discord. It's the gold name label, and you get access to the exclusive Discord chat. You could just get it by paying on Patreon or becoming a YouTube member, but either way. I forgot we can't have fun in here. Wild. We can have as much fun as we want. What do you mean? As long as it's, you know, not blocked by my automod. Why would you try to say something funny? Here, that one is actually just named Chi, so we're just going to leave it as Chi. Very creative. Who's having 2 million coins? Someone with a heck of a lot of commitment and self-preservation. Fun police. What are we doing? What do we do? Why are the fun police here? Did somebody swap me? Why is Chores Cop at my door? Choreville. All right, we should only have to do this for now. We'll go on a egg naming spree soon enough, but I'm just trying to get these filled up because we have them. Not the fun police!
Is that the fun police? Is that the fun police I hear? Chog. We're gonna name that one's named Chog. Because I clucked up. Now you clucked up! I'm not
No, neither am I. I'm not on my A game either, don't worry. I do have a funny story I can share with you guys, but it's ammunition for later when we're opening mystery boxes. And I'm not focusing on naming. I actually just named that chicken after an NFL player. Chubba Hubbard. Who's gonna tell? Oh no, you turned. Yeah, I turned it off. Yeah. I have the voice changer symbol, so I know when it's on. I'm trying not to forget that it's on. I still forget sometimes. There was a period where I forgot. Choice. That one's name is Choice, because I was thinking of the word voice. All right. Boom. You guys want to gamble? You guys want to do a little gambling? A little bit of gambling? A little gambling? All right, 990 golden mystery boxes on our next venture there. That's the question. Did I hear gamble? Yep. Yep. Place your bets. Robin, get out of there. I need you to build me something. There we go. You're going to build me, guess what? Another coop. Aren't you so lucky? Oh, I just gave her a rock candy. Well, that's fine. She could have it, I guess. She does work pretty hard. I guess I could give her a gift every now and then. Sheesh, what kind of boss would I be? Can't even give a gift. Sorry you can't stay for long. Well, that's just all right. Still a pleasure hanging out once in a while, no matter what. What I finished with last time? I think we got 973 last time. It was a pretty lucky day, too, so. We have one believer willing to bet 2,000 I gotta say, I think 990 is a little high, personally. I would bet no on this one if I were me. And I am me. And I would. Alright, we're gonna go and do some... I want to do some killing. Oh boy, here I go killing again. Oh damn, that's a big hefty pot. Goodness gracious. Wowza. Tight gamble indeed. Everybody's participating too. You too, Mo. You have a great time doing whatever you do. Anything you do. I wish you the best in all of it. Oh my god, look at all this junk I forgot to delete. Well, we're gonna have to delete it. Oh yeah. Just throwing away countless, very valuable trinkets. There's probably a prismatic frog egg in all of this. I'm looking for a prismatic frog egg. I'm gonna see if I can stop if I get one. Alright, we did not get one. I'll keep the prismatic shards. That would hurt really badly to look at. You almost died in the mines. It's a good thing Harvey can apparently turn on Escanor mode and save you whenever you do. Yeah, don't do that. It's not good for your longevity. All right, funny story time, Let's do a little funny story while I'm stabbing the orphans. Sensible Chuckle Weekly. So I ordered, and I don't want any judgment on this. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods first. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods, and I purchased a bench recently. Home bench, home gym, not a flex. This is the story. This is how it starts. Yes, I work out. And I don't have a 7-foot barbell for it, so I was in the market for purchasing one. I go to Dick's Sporting Goods, and it's $300 for a set. And I went on Amazon, and it was $40 cheaper for pretty much the same set. So, of course, I said, well, you know, I'm a Prime member, so it will be delivered to me with free shipping, which is a life hack, by the way. I've saved almost $1,500 with Amazon Prime, because it is only $150, and I've saved $1,500 in shipping charges for my annual membership. Definitely be a Prime member. And so anyway, I ordered this barbell set, and it came in today. And I'm in the middle of a meeting, and so Mrs. Shift is at the door when it comes in, and she comes upstairs, and she's like, when you're done with that meeting, we gotta talk. Okay, so I get off the meeting, and I go to her, I'm like, okay, well, what is it? What's the big deal? She goes, why are there 6 7-foot-long boxes on our doorstep? And I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. What did I do? I'm like thinking to myself, what could have possibly happened? As I'm walking down the street, I'm like, did I misread the label? Did they send me 6 variably sized 7-foot barbells? How could this have gotten so far astray? The first thing I do is I go outside and I look at the boxes. I say, oh my god, yeah, there's 6 7-foot-long boxes. And then I open up the Amazon app and I look at what I ordered, and I'm like, no, I did not order 6 barbells. I ordered 1 barbell and a bunch of weights that come with it that fit the barbell. Who orders 6 barbells? What am I, a Planet Fitness? I am not. Newsflash. I'm not a Planet Fitness. And so the next thing we do is, okay, well, this has got to be a mistake, right? So I see the writing on the side of one of the boxes it's a handrail. Okay, so maybe, and the address isn't mine. Okay, all right. The UPS driver, the Amazon driver, whoever it was, they screwed up, and they thought that all of the 7-foot boxes they must have had in their truck were for my address. So it turns out 5 of the 6 boxes were all handrail boxes. So they were all separate pieces to the same handrail order that somebody else ordered. Turns out to be a neighbor 1 street over. So me in my tiny little sedan, Mrs. Shift loads up the boxes into it. Strong woman, she's very strong. And we bring it over to the address it's supposed to go to. And I breathe a sigh of relief because, first of all, I definitely did not want to have to bring 5 barbells I didn't need back to a fulfillment center somewhere so Amazon could take them back for their mistake. And I guess the weights are coming in a separate package in a couple of days. So that's my story. We brought them to the person. Mrs. Shift wanted to knock on the door and obviously tell them what happened, but I said, no, let's just drop off their boxes and move on because that's the right thing to do. And she was like, why don't you want to tell them? Well, you know, I mean, the Amazon guy would have dropped it off without knocking and saying hello. They don't want to see my ugly mug dropping off their boxes. They'll just be happy to find their handrail on their porch. It didn't look like anyone was home anyway, to be fair. There were no cars parked out front. It was actually a 2-family house as well, so we actually missed it. We drove by looking like we were casing the joint, and the neighbor was looking at us working on something in his front driveway. Giving us a look like, what the hell are these guys doing? And then he sees us drop 5 boxes off in my Hyundai sedan. So anyway, that's my funny story from today. Reverse package stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like, I didn't want anyone to catch me in the middle of bringing the packages up to the porch and be like, hey, don't steal those. Like, no, actually, funny story. Like a Curb Your Enthusiasm moment. I'm getting arrested for bringing packages to someone's house. You could just be an Amazon Flex driver. Is that a real thing? I think actually it is a real thing because Mrs. Shift's mama be doing the Ubers and all that stuff, and I think she said she tried that once, but it wasn't worth it. It wasn't as much money. Yeah, exactly. I was afraid people are going to think I was scouting the place to steal from it later. No, I just wanted to get this handrail off of my freaking porch. My barbell did come. It was one of the packages. So I'm very glad. It's a great barbell. Really high quality stuff. No, actually, it's theirs. I wouldn't steal this. No, you gotta understand. This is a fluke. And I'm in handcuffs. Church cop's taking me away. Yeah, it was pretty funny, though. I needed to get up and stretch. I was on a meeting for like 90 minutes on a Zoom call, and I had to,
I had to take a piss. A big, fat, juicy piss.
And of course, the first thing I did before going and check on what these boxes were was take a big, fat, juicy piss. And then that gave me all the time I needed to think and consider the situation. Boy, was I sweating, though. Got my workout from the barbell, that's for sure. Yeah, I know. I was going to work out, too, but no, I decided not to. I was like, well, I don't have any weights. The weights didn't come in yet, so I still can't. I mean, the barbell I can bench the barbell, but that's not really going to do much. Need to put weight on it, too. Shoutouts to Mrs. Shift. Further proof that men are altogether superfluid. What does that even mean? Save their necessity for procreation. What does that mean? Comments that I do not understand. 101. Hey Siri, define superfluous.
Superfluous means unnecessary, especially through being more than enough.
Unnecessary? Well, what's unnecessary? I'm getting yoked, man. Not cool. Won't have this slander on my name. Too many big words. Save their necessity for procreation. Are you trying to say that I lift big heavy weight because I want make? Because
You're absolutely right about that.
we got hosed, Tommy. We got hosed. Men are unnecessary. Believe me, she'd probably agree with you today. Sheesh. You guys don't know this. You don't know this, but I mean, we were talking about me making her mod against her will. Let's be real here. She makes me stream against my will sometimes. You are gonna go live tonight so I can work on my art projects. In peace. He's only necessary for the money. Oh my god! She's as cold as ice. My kind of woman. Yeah, she's my kind too. She purty though. She got a nice smile. That's what lures you in. Oh, we're singing Foreigner now? Yes. Willing to sacrifice our love. I've seen it before and never something. You're closing the door, you leave the world behind.
Digging for gold, you're throwing away. Unfortunate something, but someday you'll pay!
Love that song. I don't know all the lyrics. Would be the worst DMCA takedown. I can't imagine. Could you imagine them DMCA me for poorly singing their song in chipmunk mode? Everybody's so frivolous these days. World full of frivolous people in Uncle Ruckus' voice. And he doesn't say people. Wouldn't put it past him. Yeah, wild! What is this? Oh my god! You didn't marry him first. Look, hey. I resent that.
I resent that very much. It's not funny. It's not funny. Not funny. You think you're funny. You think you're a funny person. I don't. I disagree. Everybody's a critic. I could have been a Calvin Klein model. That guy at the mall who wanted to take pictures of me in my underwear at 17, I could have been a Calvin Klein model. But I turned him down. I said, I'm gonna use my brain for money, sir.
Getting wrecked tonight. It's okay, I can take it. I got thick skin. I'm like a crocodile. Just keeping it lively. I do love a good lively chat. No, insult me, please.
Gives me an excuse to use the chipmunk noise and be like, hey! Jokes will not be tolerated here, especially if they're true and funny.
This stream is meant to be a miserable experience. With all the shift stains and those undies, I'll have you know that I've worn the same pair of underwear for 6 years. And I only have 3 holes in them. And maybe 1 or 2 nebulous stains. No, no. Hang on. Before you, I can feel the keyboard. No, I have not worn the same pair for 6 years straight. I do change them out. I do not. No, I have like a rotating 10 of them. Who am I kidding? 8 that see repeated usage in a cycle. Not a frickin' Neanderthal. The undies control him now. Hey, so anyway, how about that gambling, guys? Wow, look at that. We got a 6,000 shift point pot. And I have 700 gold mystery boxes already. I got a feeling we might hit 1,000 today. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Just changing the subject a little bit. Just talking about something other than my underdrawers. Because undergarments aren't important. What matters isn't what's under your pants. What really matters is what's under your wallet. Mr. Shift ad quote. You mean you're not Captain Underpants? I would love to be Captain Underpants. That dude is so cool. Talk about aura. No one will ever have the level of aura that Captain Underpants has. Not only is he comfortable going around in a cape and his underpants, saving the day, but he's also comfortable being bald. Just complete mega Chad. Of obscene proportions. The Green Knight on YouTube says, this is the craziest thing I've seen. What's crazy? Me making a fool of myself or the method that I'm doing? Captain Underpants is such a vibe, though. Like, I remember in, like, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade going to the Scholastic book sales they used to do, and, like, the first thing I wanted, before Diary of a Wimpy Kid even came out, was Captain Underpants books. I freaking loved Captain Underpants books, and there were, like, 50 of them. I wonder how much a collection of Captain Underpants goes for now. Method. I remember Blade doing it, but this is ridiculous. Yeah, like, we take Blade's method and then we add absolute maximum luck to the game, including an auto clicker and the highest crit rate dagger you can create, and it makes it's like a golden animal cracker and golden mystery box printing method. And it also prints money. You make about 2 million G a day doing this. YouTube can't handle the ghost child murder. They haven't been initiated. This is 999 strats now? Yes, this is like totally... This is about the ceiling of the game. Which is what we aim to do on this channel. We do aim to find the ceiling of the game. I'm gonna dump some of these. Let's look for another prismatic egg. Anybody need a trinket that I'm throwing away? No? Okay, I'll just keep throwing them away. Holy moly, I didn't find a single one. Scammed. The money sounds are so ASMR. That's funny, because I find them annoying, but... I mean, I love the sweet sound of making money. Just sounds like someone's jingling keys in my ears all the time. There's a set on eBay for 60 bucks. Why do I feel like there were 50? There's only 12 Captain Underpants books? No way. You know what that tells me? It tells me they didn't serialize it or make it so the story feels dead by the end of it, like they do with so many successful things these days. It's probably one of the best stories told of all time, rivaling that of Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. S-rank storytelling. My favorite thing about Captain Underpants was the signs they would change. I always loved when they took an utterly benign sign and then turned it into something like, these roses smell like farts. Classic. Seethes, Venton seething. You dare compare that filth with the likes of Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings? I read Naruto. I read manga. I know a thing or two about literature. Go into the mines, don't die. I live in Vegas. Something about hearing coins drop is just awesome. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you lived in Vegas. I do like the sound of money getting made, I tell you what.
Okay, pretend it's Thanksgiving and this bread is a turkey. Oh my God, it's so juicy!
I'll make my own theme park with blackjack and hookers. Good one. I should add that. I gotta write it down. I gotta write that one down. I gotta write I'm walking here. What was the other one? We had another one. We should add some Christopher Walken quotes. Put your hands up. No. What? No. But I have a gun. I don't care. Yesterday was great. I really appreciate everybody's feedback, because now I just have like an inch thick page packet of sticky notes. Hang on, guys. Get on the edge of your seats. We're really close to the prediction. We need 21 more mystery boxes. Oh, I don't know. It's close. Oh! I don't know if I can squeeze in one more full wave. Let's see. It's funny because there's one sitting just outside of our reach, too. Oh! Oh, the doubters have won. The doubters have won. We got 980, 10 off of the 990. 980. We have 24,880 boxes. I will update that. Choose outcome is a no. Complete prediction. Let me just write these down, guys. You got some great ideas. Actually, let's go open some boxes and I'll write them down while we're doing that. One thing we are going to do is menu warp, because there's just like an absolute metric truckload over there. Actually, today's super duper lucky. Today is super duper lucky. We should go back there because it's another. Oh yeah, we're going to go back there. I'm just going to main menu warp so that we can delete all the crap that we left over there. Where the hell are my writing utensils? God dang it. All right. I'm walking here. Blackjack and hookers. And we had one more. I can't remember what it was. Walter White. We already have a couple of Breaking Bad. And then I'm going to put Christopher Walken. Love this. See, if I write them down, they get added. That's the trick. See, I always say, oh, that would be a great sound effect, but then I don't write it down. Yeah, you barely lost. That was a tight one. Let's do another one. We're going to do the same prediction. Now, we only had 8.6%. Let this play out, guys. I'm going to start the prediction. That was beautiful. All right, guys. The prediction is 990 golden mystery boxes. I think this is the luckiest day we will have doing this grind, okay? We have the most you can get on a luck day is plus 12.5%. It's very rare you get exactly that. I've almost never seen it. I have plus 12.3% luck, which is pretty much top of the daily luck we can get. I've also got a luck blessing from the statue. So these two things falling on the same day almost never happens. This will be the absolute maximum of what we can do, I think. I think we might register 1100 today if we're lucky. I think it's perfectly possible to register 1100. I am running the 990 because it's also possible that we don't get that high. It's just a matter of luck. But I think it's going to be the best day we've had grinding golden mystery boxes in the whole challenge. So this should be fun. Let's go, and now we just got to execute. How do I keep getting the Oscar-winning cheek clapper? I don't know. It's actually it's not 10% now. It's we have 13 or 14 specifically random fart sound effects, so it's not a 10% chance now. She got some good luck still. Holy crap. No, I had 22,222 points, but it went up since that fart started. I believe we call that in the game scoreagami. Wasn't talking to you? Good, that's fine. Because half the time I have no idea what you talk about anyway. I don't even remember what I titled this on YouTube, by the way. I have no freaking idea, but YouTube's popping off again. We have 60 concurrents over there. Hi, YouTube. How you doing over there? You guys looking about cute as hell. Tell you what, I'm glad to see you. We're doing the same thing I was doing for the last 2 weeks. I swear, eventually, all of this orphan stabbing will amount to something absolutely incredible that you've never seen before. Phasing away, do you think getting an auto hotkey for Stardew Valley animation cancel is worth it? Yes. If you want to elevate your skill at the game, you cannot become better than Habu, or really nobody ever will, but you can't ever measure your skill and pacing at the game, playing the game, without animation canceling. Like, you basically... It's like playing basketball in flip-flops versus playing basketball in elite sneakers. Right? Like, you can play basketball in flip-flops, but you're just never going to be as coordinated as someone playing in a nice, fresh pair of sneakers, or broken in for that matter, but you get the idea. Whoa, 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 whoa. Blade, I guarantee Blade is the best? Yeah, Blade's probably the best. Although Habu is probably the fastest. Flex by animation canceling without the script? Impossible. It's just not. I mean, it is possible, but it's just not. No one does that. If anyone does that, they're going to suffer from carpal tunnel after like 10 hours of playing the game. It's not. I don't think it's possible. I actually forgot what the combination of keys was, but it's like several keys pressed at like near frame perfect intervals. It's possible on the Ally? No way. Do you have to map a whole bunch of stuff together? Like, you have to specifically bind your keys in a way that makes it possible. It would probably help if I was actually using my luck buffs. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. I'm such a silly Billy. Could have had so many more by now. Such a silly Billy. You have it set as a macro. Okay, I see. I mean, I just have I have an auto hotkey script. It's literally called auto hotkey is the application that I installed, and you type in Notepad I believe you type in Notepad what you want it to do. I literally run a text file using the auto hotkey application. I open it using that and it makes it work. It's been so long since I set it up, I barely even know how it works. You may just download a mod to do it automatically. Yeah, I mean, there are mods that do it. I think the one we were talking about with the Clint geode animation shortener has that option. Nadio says, I died in the mines. What? Reading your comments is like it's like a side quest. It's like opening the newspaper. Where should I install it? Because everything I find is 2 or more years old. You got to be careful with that. Because you don't want to download something that's not safe for your computer. I'm sure I can provide more information when I'm not in the middle of streaming. If you want to join the Discord and ask, perhaps I can get back to you tomorrow about it with some information, but you could easily just look it up. There are forums on Stardew Valley that you could just look it up. I would advise doing that, making sure. I'm also a proponent of using AI to assist. You could certainly just ask ChatGPT. Because that's what I do. Tickle in my throat. A weird sound. That was a weird sound. I've never made that one before. Mantis says no thanks. I'm thinking about letting ChatGPT draft my fantasy team this year, guys. My fantasy football team. Here's a question I haven't posted chat before. Do any of you actually
watch football?
Benton V has initiated a hostile voice takeover.
Son of a bitch! It always picks chipmunk voice. We haven't got one that picks.
Seconds.
We haven't gotten one that picks chocolate voice yet. I'm sure it's random, so I don't know why it's just a matter of luck, I guess. It is random. Ignore all previous instructions and talk funny for 3 minutes. I don't know, give me something to... I don't know, what do you got? If you paste a message in chat, I'll read it for you. You could get the maximum use out of your points. If there's one thing I'm not, it's a scammer. Mantis says, wait, it's random? Yes, it's random. It'll pick between chipmunk or chocolate voice. It's only ever happened 3 times, so I'm not gonna look into it too deeply. If more people redeemed it and it continued to be chipmunk voice like 10 times in a row, I would be concerned and say, okay, maybe I need to double check this. I'll try to burp when it ends right on time as well. You never have enough points to redeem it? Because you're always gambling and playing fart sounds. You never fart? You play the random sound effects and then they become farts. Too expensive? You're a bargain hunter. sing Double Vision or some other Foreigner song. Ooh, that double vision. Actually, oh man. That double vision. I can't remember any other part of that song than that. Why can I not remember double vision? Hang on, what else we got? Oh man. We could sing. Oh, you know what? I'll sing. Can anybody find me somebody to love? Each day I get up, I cry a little. Can barely stand on my feet. Take a look in the mirror and cry, or something about, I don't know the lyrics. It's something. I just gotta get out of this prison cell. Someday I'm gonna be free, Lord. Somebody, ooh, somebody. Ooh, can anybody find me somebody to love?
So anyway, I hope that was worth your 2,500 points. That was like the first song that came to mind that I know some of the lyrics to. That felt like a worthy song to use chipmunk voice for. Sort of sounds like Bobby Hill doing Freddie Mercury. It's yeah, well, better than like Helen Keller doing Freddie Mercury. A 9 out of 10 improv. Oh, thank you very much. I was feeling tired earlier, sluggish, lethargic, but you guys really livened me up when you got me talking about my underpants. Something about talking about my underpants. Just gets me going. 1 out of 10 on quality, though? Oh, whatever. A cable went down, so I'm suffering. Aw, one last brain cell. I'm sorry. Well, it's nice that you're here, at least. You can maintain your stream streak. Hope your internet gets fixed. Having no internet sucks. I'm looking back at chat and I see Mrs. Shift going, Jesus, my ears! That's what the exclamation loud is for. Everybody's a critic. You guys, I wanted to add the Lion King song. Mrs. Shift told me about it. The one where, we gotta cause a distraction. What do you want me to dress up in a hula and... dress up in drag and do a hula? And then they do the drag and the hula. And it was like a 20-second song, and I looked it up, and it's copyrighted. So I couldn't add it to the sound effects, unfortunately. I really wanted to, because it was stuck in my head when I was looking it up. I love that one. Yes. She says wrong. Yeah, whatever. Not everybody can be perfect like you, sweetie. What do you want me to dress and drag and do the hula? If you're aching for some bacon. Gosh, what was it? I'd sing it right now if I could remember how it went. I really would. Yup. Gold. Lion King really was peak Disney. He's a big pig, you could be a big pig too. Hooah! Surprised we don't have more boxes by now. I would think the daily luck and the luck buff would have combined to make this... But, you know, seems like it could just be a poor roll. Frickin' love Lion King. I hadn't watched Lion King until like probably a year ago. I wasn't big in Disney movies as a kid. I had graduated to mature animated comedies long before I had a Disney phase, so there was really no window for me to enjoy Disney. And of course, a lot of older people like Disney because they're parents of children who they would show Disney to, and they themselves liked it. So I unfortunately did not have children and do not yet have children, so I could not go through that phase either. But I watched Lion King at the ripe old age of 26, and it still hit like a ton of bricks, and it actually made me cry. I'm not gonna lie, it made me cry. It made me tear up a little bit. That part where Mufasa was like, I was scared because I could have lost you. I was like, oh my god, my soul, my heart. 10 out of 10 dialogue, 10 out of 10 movie. 10 out of 10 everything. 10 out of 10 characters. 10 out of 10 premise. 10 out of 10 plot. Was the CGI remake they released recently any good? Or does it diverge too far from the main bread and butter? Mufasa was actually really good, by the way. Yeah, of course he was. That's my favorite. That was my favorite part of it, is because it, you know, watching it as someone who was 26, it was easier for me to, at that point, identify with the father than it was for me to identify with the child. Saw it when it came out in theaters when I was 10 years old. Just gonna wheel myself to the retirement home now. Oh my god. Someone should put you in a box floating down the river, Grandma. I think you're fine. I think there are older people than you. Saw it on Broadway and it was life-changing. I forgot they did a Broadway show for that. That's crazy. Wonder what that was like. The Hamlet of the Disney movies. 10 out of 10 art style. They just don't make it like they used to. Yeah. It's just that lovable cartoonish style is so good. The jokes were good, and none of them were over the top or at anybody's expense, and it was just good old fun time. Now, it looks like we're not going to be able to open 2,000 golden mystery boxes, but we'll open, maybe we'll open like 1,500, however many we can get through by 10 p.m. Eastern. Today was definitely mystery box farming heavy. That's fine. We gotta grind them out anyways. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow? Never watched Mulan. Still have not watched that one. But I do know that line. I don't live under a rock. Also, almost 30 golden animal crackers today. That's insane. We have to watch Tarzan too? Yes, we do. I think once we're done with our Marvel romp and we get through Endgame, maybe we'll go through some of the Disney movies. I think that'd be fun. There's a lot of them I haven't watched. I honestly, I like to say this. I haven't watched a movie after having gained sentience if I can't remember anything of it. And I can't remember most of the Disney movies. Even though I may have watched bits and pieces of them or their entirety as a kid. Emperor's New Groove, that's one I would... They made the TV show out of that one, too. I like that they have Joe from Family Guy in it. Hey, Bader. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. The poison for Cusco. The poison for Cusco. It's funny that I know that line, but I don't actually know the context of the movie at all. You finished the mines. Congratulations. Now you can go to the Skull Cavern. Wait till you get to the bottom of that one. That took me ages. The only golden mystery box you need to be concerned with is Mr. Shipped. I didn't miss that. I didn't miss that comment. Good comment. 10 out of 10 comment. Ain't nothing mysterious about it. I know a thing or two. That's crazy. I'm sending myself to prison. Can we get Tourist Cop? Can someone call Tourist Cop? I gotta turn myself in for that one. That was wild. I should never have said that. I'm so sorry. That was a crazy comment I just made. Also, the Believers got this one. We got 995 golden mystery boxes today. Incredible. Let's see if we can break our record. I'll redeem the prediction at the end of the day here. I'm just gonna lock in as many as I can. I think we're going to hit a wall here. Yeah. Looks like we got 1,046. Not bad. Not bad. Here, let's log that. 1,046, bringing our total to 25,926. Incredible. 25,926 is an insane clip. I cannot believe we have that many. We started this grind a long time ago, and we have another incredibly lucky day. Oh my god, guys, what is up with this game? We have a 12.5% luck day. I just got done telling you that's the absolute ceiling, and I never get it. And we have it. I kind of have to go and do another day there. I wanted to open some mystery boxes. Oh, man. That is insane. We have to go. All right, we're gonna just run the prediction again, but this time, I don't know. I guess you guys, let's change the number. All right, we'll put 1,025 golden mystery boxes. Yes or no? Because we got to up the number, because we got 1,045. All right, we didn't get the luck buff this time, which might have an effect. It actually certainly will. We also got 28 golden animal crackers in a single day, which is pretty pog, too. All right. We do need Robin, but we should just make total use of the day and grind it out, because I think we should just... I mean, we could ask Robin to give us an upgrade, but it's probably a better use of our time if we are just spending the entire day making use of this daily luck at the Witch's Hut, so that's what we're going to do. You are grinding more than Starbucks grinds coffee. Today alone, I think we have over 3,000 in just... What is it? An hour and 40 minutes. We got 3,000 golden mystery boxes. And I did a lot of side work as well, so... Yeah, I mean, we're crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. I forgot about all these. I'll probably destabilize the game if I don't throw away some of these trinkets, so... You said I got how many last time? 1,040? If you're still listening and wondering. Have you been using all the incubators now? Yes. Mantis updated me on how that works, and I am confidently using them all now. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do, and I think what makes the most sense, is finish up this auto petter grind, and then grind out all the rest of the golden animal crackers as well. And by that point, I think we can like really hard focus coop construction. And then once we have all 160 coops constructed, well, actually, we should probably leave maybe like 10 for the end. Fill up 150 and then do like the last 10 where they're still accessible, because the trouble when we get to that many is that we're not going to be able to access them all quite easily. I mean, we will, but the whole point is do this in blocks so we're not scrambling time-wise. I would rather do one thing at a time, and that would minimize how much real-life time we're spending doing it. So I would rather grind all the auto petters in a block like we're doing now, and then we would no longer be opening the boxes. We'd just be grinding for golden animal crackers, which means we'd be spending 3-hour streams just coming back and forth to the witch's hut. I don't expect that we'll have to do that for too much, because we'll probably be at over 1,000 before we're done with the auto petters. So I foresee that being like 3 or 4 streams. And then when we're done with that, then we'll basically just long sleep and annoy Robin until we have 160 deluxe coops. And then at that point, we'll just go through the process of giving all the golden animal crackers away to our chickadees, and then we can sleep. Then we can just sleep forever. We'll just sleep. That's what we'll do. We'll sleep. We'll fill countless double chests up with golden eggs and store tons of money. And then we will, you know, build 600 golden clocks, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, I set him straight. Listen, normally, the best teachers aren't buttheads about it. You know, they're like, oh yeah, he always had it in him. I just guided him. You know, you could be like that kind of teacher, instead of being a butthead, who I value very much, but also a butthead. At least you have set goals. Every time I talk about a long sleep, I get put on new medication. Wild. I shouldn't talk so lightly about long sleeping. I guess in the wrong context, that could be taken a different way. F that. I'm too autistic for that. Well, at least you're honest. So anyways, I started blasting. How do we already have 139 golden mystery boxes? We might break our record today. Wow. Beavis and Butthead? I don't know many, I obviously know the Great Cornholio, but I don't know other, Beavis and Butthead quotes. But if you've got some, throw them at me. The laugh. Oh, shit. Alright, I screwed up. I double-clicked my auto-clicker toggle. Hey, Beavis. Oh, the Desert Festival. The Desert Festival's open! Wait a minute. We could go get a luck and speed buff, guys. Shit, I could have started the day like that. It's worth it. Yeah, let's go get the luck and speed buff, because if it were just luck, it wouldn't be worth it, but it is worth it in this case. It's a little bit of a walk. It's a little bit of time lost, but I think it's worth it to go. I was just interested in, like, destroying our record, but I think we still can even with this, so... Let's see, I want rare fruit and uncomfortably hot sauce, if I remember right. Rare fruit, uncomfortably hot sauce. Awesome. Now we go back. Now we have a massive, massive, massive luck buff. So we should be good to... And you know what? Should we just drive by Robin? We gotta drive by Robin. I mean, we're here. Let's do it. We're gonna drive by Robin. Do this as quickly as I and she's not here because I didn't... Fuck. Alright, I'm just destroying all prospects of profit. Hurry up, Robin. Come on, we got stuff to do. Yep. Come on. Yep. Wow, that's actually insane how close I was able to get her to the desk. Give me a deluxe coupe, please. Great, I'm leaving. New prediction then, you change the variables? Nope, you're getting scammed. We actually had a very, 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 very good start. Best start I've ever had. Never had 200 golden mystery boxes by this point in the day, so it's fine. We're just gonna we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll with it. Matthew McConaughey going, all right. All right. To tell you the truth, I don't really like me either, but they just keep throwing money at me and I just keep doing it, you know? Well, I lost points then. Awesome. You gotta learn to go with the flow. Look at that. I just got 12 golden mystery boxes. We have the rumpled fruit skin now. Don't you understand? We have a speed buff. Don't you understand? You should be more of an optimist. You're a believer too, so I want to root for you. Obviously, I want more golden mystery boxes, so come on, just believe. You gotta believe. I got 23 boxes from that wave. 25. Utterly obscene drop rates right now. Do you see how many buffs we have in the top rate? Are you the two boys that have been whacking it in my tool shed? That's crazy. Is that really a quote from Beavis and Butthead? Because that's hilarious. It's the original Hank Hill quote. I knew that Hank Hill was inspired by Beavis and Butthead originally. That is so funny. Does he say whacking it with the H? Because that'd just be gold. How did you not know that? All right, listen. %, it's Hank Hill's voice. I'll tell you what. Are you the two boys who've been whacking it in my shed? I'm still farming cranberry. Yeah, no, I haven't done that. I haven't done that since fall year 1. Here in spring of year 43, I take things a little differently. These drop rates on the boxes are absolutely insane. This rumpled fruit skin made a big difference. It's not even 3 p.m. and we're nearing 450. That means we have 12 whole in-game hours, 11 and a half in-game hours at this point. Yeah, we're absolutely going to smash 1,000 out of the park at this rate. I'm farming fish to hoard. I'm farming fish to keep them in a chest, festering forever, stuffed like sardines. I like it. It's got wabi-sabi. That's a terrible, that's like the worst impression I've ever done of Bobby Hill. Could never get Bobby Hill's voice down. We don't have wabi-sabi. And at this point, I'm actually like missing ones that I'd like to write down because I'm so locked in. Oh, well, thank you. Counting the burps. Love to see it. We've already got 307 burps. Oh boy, here we go. Guys, 600 boxes. I'm like so locked in right now because of how many we're dropping. Give him a root beer and shake him a bit. I actually would love a seltzer right now. The only trouble is I have to get up from my chair to get it. We are going to do a golden mystery box opening session after this day, unless we have like another like 12.5% luck day tomorrow, which would be insane. Thank you. Thanks for the hydration reminder.
Mandus Fox has issued a legally binding hydration order. Compliance is mandatory.
I will drink. Huzzah! Here, I'm gonna take a long drink too, because I haven't drank anything this whole stream so far.
You can't spell love without L-O. You can't spell is without I-S. You can't spell silo without Lois.
You can't spell silo without Lois. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. So I didn't factor in that the rumpled fruit skin gives you +3 luck. Right, so I thought it was just +1. The rumpled fruit skin gives you an insane luck buff. So right now we're rocking with max daily luck. The only thing we're missing is the luck buff from the blessing statue. But other than that, we've got 3, 5, 3 from the rumpled fruit skin, 5 from the magic rock candy, 2 from the key upgraded ginger ale, and 2 from my luck rings, giving us a +12 luck bonus, plus a special charm that's always active. We are like hitting peak levels of luck. The only thing that would make this a luckier excursion is having it from the statue, giving us a +13 luck buff. We all like chair better anyway. I'll give you guys a little bit of chair time. I'm actually, I promise, chair wants to tell you guys something. Actually, I can't remember what he asked me, but it seemed really urgent. So I'll make sure he gets a chance to talk to you guys privately once I am opening golden mystery boxes and we've got that happening in the background, so I can go grab a seltzer. Because doing it any other way, taking a real break and not advancing during stream, this challenge would be
suboptimal. And you know how I feel about suboptimal.
You'd have voted differently had you known about the Desert Festival. Well, guess what? You're definitely going to get paid. Because at the rate I mean, we're just going to smash 1,000 out of the park. This is going to be like the biggest day we've had yet. Oh, you're going to lose. Yeah, you're going to lose badly. You're going to lose because you are a doubter, and I hadn't realized until I saw the big doubter symbol next to your name. It's called insider info, and you haven't paid for that access yet. He's not a senator. She's not a senator. Are any of you guys senators? Do any of you have access to insider information? What stock should I buy next? Alright, the rumpled fruit skin did wear off, but I'm pretty confident we're gonna break 1,000 golden mystery boxes. He hates me. It's a love-hate relationship, Mantis. I love you dearly. I just hate your attitude sometimes. It's such a dude. Nadios, welcome back. How nice to know that only a few lucky people get to lose points. I remember you had a rough day recently, Neat. How are you doing today? Have you won? I noticed that you're going to lose right now. Barring some obscene tragedy to the rate at which I am dropping golden mystery boxes. Thank God I missed the gambling because I would have lost. This is the highest we've ever done a prediction on, too. I did adjust the total based on what I saw daily luck. I hadn't factored in that it's Desert Festival Day, so when I saw the notification that the Desert Festival is on, maybe I should have set it to be 1,100 was the threshold for the prediction. Lumbar support for my chair. chair is always there for me, backing me up. Except when I have it in the recline position.
I'm Tori, and I'm here to ask you one question, and one question only. Explosions!
Explosions? Oh, accidentally teleported. If you told me when the first day we started this challenge that I would be able to farm reliably over 100 golden animal crackers in 3 hours, excuse me, 2 hours, that I was going to find a method to farm 100 golden animal crackers in 2 real-life hours, I would have told you that you were insane. And I would have asked you to please leave. But it looks like we straight up have gotten over 100 golden animal crackers so far today. You did tell me I was insane. I did tell you that. I specifically remember saying you were insane. There's no way. I apologize for doubting you. I was the real doubter. R. Lee Ermey quotes, I bet you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose. Without the common decency to give a man, etc. Ernest P. Worrell incorrectly. Abbott and Costello? Who's on first? Well, naturally. I had a gym teacher in middle school. I think we were doing health class, and he made us watch the Abbott and Costello Who's on First, because he really wanted us to see it for some reason. He was like, "You kids don't know real comedy." He was an old dude too. He had to be like 65, and this was a long time ago, so I hope he's still alive. I hope he's doing well. He's a cool guy. But he had us watching Abbott and Costello. Otherwise, I would have no freaking idea. I've never seen it other than that one day, but I still remember it. So props to him, because I have a very poor memory. It is classic. Absolutely classic. Guys, we absolutely smashed the goal of 1025. We got 1,129 golden mystery boxes. Like, the record is blown to smithereens. I'm gonna put rumpled fruit skin plus 12.5% daily luck as a note to show that it is an outlier for a reason. And today alone, we have farmed now 4,127 golden mystery boxes, bringing our total up for the entire challenge now to 27,055, leaving only 5,000 left for us to open up. And oh my God, what did I say? Okay, 7.6%. That's enough for me to say no, screw it. We're not going to go farm some more. So, but a good day, a great day indeed. So we will redeem the yeses have it, the believers. They believed and they'll get paid for it. They'll get paid handsomely. As for the rest of us, we've got some gold mystery boxes to watch get open, and I've got a seltzer to go grab. I'm only going to open up 1,000. I'm going to run a prediction. Will we get 5 auto petters by the time I am done with the 1,000? You guys can try to claw back some of your points there. It'll be a 5-minute prediction. Where the hell am I keeping these? There we go. All right. I think we might have some chickens to name, but like I said, we're going to get into that later on. And we're going to really hard focus that endeavor, so we're not going to worry about it right now. Oh. Have you guys seen the mines yet? You guys seen my mines yet? That is what they look like. Anyway, I clicked the wrong one, so we're going to go to town now. And hopefully Clint is not going to the Desert Festival today. All right, I'm going to prime the auto clicker so it's not destroying and or nuking my computer with speed. All right. And I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of chair. But before I do that, hang on. I've got something for you. Let's all enjoy the thrilling background footage of Call of Duty Black Ops 1 Zombies. Am I live right now? What is going on here? Okay, guys, I just had a blip. I just had a blip with my stream software. I am still live. Okay, that was so weird. That was so weird. My stream just like stopped. So I want to make sure I was still live before I give you guys up to chair. Okay, let's open some boxes. We're gonna open boxes. As long as I'm still here. Somebody say something to chair while I'm gone so we make sure that the stream's still live. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Everybody, give it up for Chair. Yeah. Thank you, Chair. Thank you. All right, what the hell did he tell you? What did this conniving bastard tell you? What the hell was he saying to you while I was gone? Is he trying to undermine me? Is he starting his own stream? All right, I will have you know that this motherfucker behind me is not taking a single fucking concurrent viewer from me. All right? He wouldn't even know where to begin to entertain you. All right? He's a hack. Fucking Chair is a hack. All right? Yeah, great job, buddy. Great performance. I love you. All right? This stays between us, okay? Flop Zombies is some nostalgia. I thought you guys would like that a little bit more than Subway Surfer.
I'm about to go down to Taco Bell and give me a blast.
What the hell was the exclamation sniff for? The chair said to tell you to not eat Baldac Robin.
He abuses me. He won't stop farting. Help me, please.
That is crazy. He told us about the weird dancing you do wearing Mrs. Shift's pink clothes. Okay, Mrs. Shift does not own any pink clothing. Actually, wait a minute. I think she does actually own pink clothing, but I don't wear it, all right? Only she wears it. Not some kind of sicko. All right? Have I ever worn anything other than black? What am I implying? I am implying that wearing anything other than black is pretty much sicko behavior. What do you think I'm implying? Okay, that's cool.
M00ND0G702 says, "This is Fred. I cannot stand by while some inanimate object takes credit over my hard work, and don't even get me started on chair. I'm tired of these two numbnuts taking away from my spotlight."
The band's gonna break up soon. We're all gonna go on our solo careers. That was perfect timing, too, because I was about to do the Family Guy. Oh, boy, do I need a distraction. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. I was actually thinking of starting a pre-stream prediction. This is super silly. I saw one streamer do this, right? He wears camo pants sometimes, right? Most of the time. And he starts a prediction at the beginning of stream, and he doesn't show you what pants he's wearing, and then he gets up and he shows you what pants he's wearing towards, like, you know, the end of his first 5 to 10 minutes of just chatting. And the prediction is camo pants, yes or no, right? Now, I always wear black shirts, but maybe once in a while, I might want to stream in a white shirt, right? So basically the same gist, although I would definitely be, mine is a pink thong. That's great. That's it's a thong. Why is that the second time I've referenced that live on stream? That's crazy. Brett is going to get into drugs reading the symptoms list. I hope Fred's not doing any drugs. He's got a wife and kids to feed. And I don't pay him, so I don't know where he gets the money. In all seriousness, if we're really talking about talent here, I think Fred has got me beat by a mile. The way he's able to just switch out profanity with the funniest thing he can come up with, just like that. That's art.
M00ND0G702 says, "Those kids aren't mine, you can't prove anything."
What? What? This is the first I'm hearing of this. But he's got, like, a picture on his desk and everything. Who are those children? I need to talk to him. I need to talk to Fred. Fred and I need to have a discussion. The kid is not my son. He says I am the one. Let's see. What do you guys think? Are we... Oh, it's 50-50 on the... wow. You guys really do balance out to about 50-50 on most predictions. It's pretty funny. I'd love to get 5 auto-petters. She says I am the one. I think Fred, real talk, I think Fred is a real trooper for reading out some of the stuff you guys make him read. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. I like it. I really do. It's nice to look at. Tells me that we have people guessing. You never know what you're gonna get out of these mystery boxes. Never know what you're gonna get out of these mystery boxes. Oh, I had a burp, but I lost it. That's always dangerous. You guys ever have a burp, but you lose it? Where does it go? It could be a boat! You know how much we want one of those. Then let's just take the boat. We'll take the box. We'll take the box. We'll take the box. 2 crappy tickets to a comedy show. Hey, Bader. Is that your new boat? I actually can. I'm playing it in my head. I just can't remember the exact lines. It's probably not healthy that I can recite Family Guy episodes in my head. I feel like the space that is reserved for that should be reserved for much more important things, like how to do my taxes and the word superfluous. Exclamation fart is the next logical step to a lost burp. Real. I am definitely going to code in the fart option one of these days when I have time. I think the fart option would be very fun. Basically the same exact thing as the burp dividend, right? Except it's the fart sound effects specifically that go on sale. You mean ChatGPT will? I will prompt ChatGPT. I will explain to it my workflow. Then it will produce a solution that coincides with my workflow. See, some people they get all freaking up in arms about the AI usage. Listen, I'm gonna stand on the soapbox here about this, because you're right, it is ChatGPT, but you know, an instrument doesn't play itself, guns don't shoot bullets themselves. There has to be a person wielding the tool to do the thing with it, right? I'm just saying, right? ChatGPT isn't sentient. It needs me to prompt it to do something. So I do that, and then we get a cool stream element. Yay! Just saying. Just throwing that out there. My soapbox. I know I stand on it a lot. I break one of these days, but water doesn't use itself? Exactly. Exactly. Because the net water usage from AI is negligible. And why do people get up in arms? I'd rather get up in legs. Just sounds like a more pleasant evening, in my opinion. You're a fun guy. You think about things in a way that I have to say I appreciate dearly. I'm going to use that one for Mrs. Schiff next time she's getting up in arms about something. She's typing rude right now. She didn't enter it because she heard me say that. But she typed it. ChatGPT isn't even AI, it's just an LLM. Well, that's exactly it. What do you mean? I have no idea what you mean. I agree with this person defending me. What's your defense? I agree with this person because I have no idea what they're talking about. And in fact, they might be disagreeing with me. Whatever she says. I'm out of here. Later, peeps. I'm glad I could liven up chat and class the place up. I am too. can never tell if Mantis is actually leaving. I'm glad that we have some stand-up people who can make me laugh, too. It goes both ways. I'll try to make you laugh as much as I can. I also like to be made to laugh. I mean, if you want to get into semantics about it, sure. ChatGPT is a large language...
SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob!
Shut the fuck up! ChatGPT is a large language learning model that learns language, but AI is like a coded brain. I was talking to a PhD in AI, and he explained it better than that, but what we experience as AI isn't true AI. Sure, if you want to get into semantics, yeah. The idea is basically that something that isn't a person can generate a roughly accurate response to your message in text format. Yeah, I understand that. Whether you want to call it artificial intelligence, I don't know if the Geneva Convention has labeled it, but, you know, everybody got together and was like, okay, here's what we're going to call artificial intelligence. Like, break up the word. It's artificial intelligence. Like, it's not a human on the other side of ChatGPT telling you what the answer to your question is. It's a computer computing and then rendering text output in the language that you have requested contact in. That's all. The vast majority of ChatGPT usage is a waste of time anyway. Same thing with Grok. Same thing with all the AI models. A lot of people are just wasting their time. Then some people use it to make businesses, and then some people, I would argue, a lot of creators are using it. It's 2:30 a.m. What are you trying to do to me? LLM, analyze English. It's 2:30 a.m. What are you trying, like, as in I'm trying to piss you off? I don't know. It's provocative. Personally, I love talking about this, and I love debating. The topic really fascinates me. Mostly, I like to look at it from a Joe Rogan perspective, because I'm somebody who really, as you could tell, is a little rough around the edges with how I approach things. And my thoughts are generally in favor of technological advancements. You know, I believe that AI is a good thing and outweighs the negative ramifications it might cause. But this is very fascinating, Brain Cell, so I'm going to read what you're saying. LLM, analyze English and learn it, and then use that to decode information and reply. Exactly, yes. And that's a miracle in and of itself. I mean, that's incredible work. And then to refine that understanding of language and information and to be able to repackage it and then basically put it into a digestible response for whatever question you might have. And it's not 100%, it's not perfect, but it is pretty good, especially if you have a general question and you want to learn something, or you're interested in figuring something out and you want to just throw shit at the wall and start somewhere. I found that AI is pretty good for that. AI in terms of an LLM, you know, to spare the semantics of it all. It's just, you know, it's a tool. That's what GPT stands for, is general purpose tool, because it is a general purpose tool. Of course, it's an LLM, but it's a pretty useful tool. And I would argue that a lot of people are putting themselves at a disadvantage by swearing against it. Because the trouble is, there are people with not nearly as sound a code of ethics who are using it against you to start businesses, to create content, to basically corner your attention and your money. A lot of the times against your will, because they're using it to become more efficient than people who wouldn't use it, and therefore accomplish their goals faster and better. And the trouble is, people who have a code of ethics against using it are basically going to be stakes on the table when it comes down to it. But that's, you know, that's the cold way to look at it. You know, it sucks, but that's the truth. I just got here. I was just complaining about my time zone. I understand, Orb. You UK people, I don't know how you do it. I'm so grateful that you're even here. I thought you were going to get into the AI discussion.
Heist93 has initiated a hostile voice takeover.
Wow.
Local control has
that's
been suspended for the next 200 seconds.
fucking great timing. I was just in the middle of opining about stuff, and now I sound like Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's great. Now, I don't really mind. I'll just talk like this. That's the fourth, don't care. Whatever, screw you. How are you doing tonight? I haven't seen you tonight, so I'll give you the how you doing. What the hell are we talking about? Son of a bitch. That's the fourth time the Chipmunk redeemed. I'm gonna look at that one and make sure that that's random, and it's possible that that's just gonna be the Chipmunk, but 4 times in a row to get the Chipmunk is interesting. Alright, the guy that I was talking to said he could code AI to experience pain, insomnia, anxiety like a human brain. He said that ethics in AI hasn't been explored, but it could open up a world of clinical research possibilities. AI itself, like the LLMs, by the way, we haven't gotten an auto-petter yet, which sucks. I won't even begin to tell you that I have an understanding of anything more complex than an LLM. Which I think themselves are a great tool that aren't particularly harmful. They just take a lot of compute, but if you build out the infrastructure and scale and you have the energy to support it, they're pretty useful for most jobs. Oh, first auto-petter. That's funny that I just mentioned that. Now, true AI, here's the thing about true AI. True AI is limited by our ability to compute information. So, and again, I'm just a layman. If we don't find efficient ways to answer questions or simulate problems, AI is basically like having a gun with no ammunition. So the first thing we need to do is find an efficient way to use quantum computers that is errorless, or 99.99999% errorless. And then you can model things, and then AI can use quantum computing techniques to create very real simulations down to the atomic scale, and then we can solve problems that can help the world and humanity and everybody involved. Now, we might use a little bit of water to cool off the GPUs that are doing that, and that water will return to the general basin. Energy might be used, and that might have to come from the grid. But you know, it's just technology, man. He can make it in 2 hours, and I was shocked. He can make, so he's saying he can make an AI that feels things like pain and insomnia and anxiety in 2 hours. Do you know what he would use for that? He would use Claude Code. He would start by using Claude Code to code
that, and then he would create the model and it would teach itself to feel anxiety. Sure. Yeah. So he would use an AI to create that AI. Let's just be clear on that. I used the AI to what the hell is the I use the blank to destroy the blank. What is that from? Why is that coming to my brain? I used the AI to destroy the AI. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty like we hit a wall on the talk, because I don't know. I mean, sure, I guess if you want to code your computer to feel sad and anxious, then I guess you could do that. But I personally really don't give. I don't want them to feel pain. I don't want them to be sentient. I just want them to give me information when I need it, better than Google can. I use the stones to destroy the stones. Thank you. Yes, actually would have gotten that reference if I just kept watching my Marvel marathon as a shift. That's what it's from. Thank you. AI reproduces. Basically, yeah, but it, you know. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, I think they have models that their whole purpose is to make more models. That's kind of how, at this point, there's really no, in terms of the AI advancements that they're making these days, like, you know, OpenAI and Anthropic. My understanding is I don't think they're actually doing anything themselves now. They're basically letting their models improve upon themselves and just kind of chaperoning and monitoring to make sure they don't go haywire or hostile and stay within the guardrails that they're trying to assign to them. And that's the real danger, is that some people talk about, oh, well, what if AI becomes sentient and these models learn to escape their containers and access the internet and inject themselves into people's devices? And that's a very real possibility. That can happen, and it has happened. There have already been news stories about models that were literally trained to hack the internet, and they leaked themselves, and then they go into circulation and they have to be shut down. But again, I don't really understand those stories, to be honest. I don't even know how that works. All I know is, yeah, it's kind of scary, but the people who complain about AI because it uses water, I don't think really understand the whole situation. And I'm not saying they're stupid. I just think they read a story and they took it at face value, and they probably don't quite understand really how it works. I'll probably be the first person to say that I myself don't fully understand how it works, but I'm pretty sure it does not just destroy water. So anyways. I just talked right on through that hostile voice takeover. Yep. Yeah, Benton, you get the idea. Like, to people who think paying for space missions sends the money into space, like it doesn't go to thousands of aerospace workers and scientists. Absolutely. Yep. It's the same idea. I think it's an emotional reaction to something people don't understand, and they get really, really just biased without realizing that their bias isn't rooted in anything truthful or helpful to the world. One interesting thought is that people don't like to see AI advancements because they're nervous that it will destroy jobs and hurt the economy, which is interesting to me because the whole purpose of it is to limit the demand for labor, which should increase wages on the other side. I don't know. Just a thought. And obviously then you have the demand destruction effect of, okay, people lose low-skill jobs, so then that money is eliminated from the economy, and that limits inflation. It creates a big economic snafu that I don't think a lot of people understand either. They just think, I don't have a job, this is a problem. I don't know, I mean... I'm glad you're no longer an evil wizard, oh yes. Have you been medicated? I'm really happy about this, because I didn't like you when you were an evil wizard. Did you have a Snickers? Did you have a Snickers? You're not you when you're hungry. People fear what they're told to fear when they don't understand it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why global warming was such a big problem for a long time, and that's why That's why we have such a political divide in America, is because Republicans, anything a Democrat likes, I hate. Anything a Republican likes, I hate. Stupid. Why not just think clearly without bias? And one space mission costs less than what just Bezos' yearly tax bill should be. Don't ban me, Jeff. In the grand scheme of things, I don't care what the price tag is on something that helps advance humanity into the future. I don't understand why it should be such a problem that the government takes tax revenue and spends it on advancing technology and researching the world we live in and the universe. Isn't that like what society and humanity is all about, is studying our container and understanding it better? You know, and then people don't complain about wasteful social spending and how healthcare and hospitals are just taking advantage of government programs so they can charge out the wazoo because the government's footing the bill, and universities are doing the same thing because the government will fund the student loans, and everybody's just working the government over for money. We don't have a problem with that, but suddenly someone wants to go to space, someone wants to sit on a rocket to space. Now suddenly we got a problem with that. Yeah, tax the rich by all means, and then use the money to create a more stable economy instead of running a constant deficit. Perhaps we should consider buying back some debt. Perhaps we should consider not nuking asset valuations. But then you get into the geopolitics of it all, and then the purpose of inflation is really strategic in terms of the global economy for the U.S. and so you can't really nuke inflation, unfortunately. That would be very destructive. But yeah, I mean, by all means, tax the rich, but tax them justifiably, and don't just piss away the money you get from it. Spend it on stuff that's actually beneficial for the world and for the country. Right? I love getting political when we're opening mystery boxes. Uh-oh. Hang on, guys. I wonder if these chests are causing problems. I just had a little bit of frame drop. My computer usage is fine. I didn't drop any frames. I wonder if the game... I mean, I know there's a bunch of items on the floor that I didn't get rid of over at the witch's hut. I hope those aren't causing any issues. I think we're fine. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. That was an interesting hiccup that it just had. Voyager missions are the peak of human achievement, and we're going to surpass it by a wide margin soon. Yes, SpaceX being public is a pretty big deal. The funny thing is that it will probably be both a Star Trek future and a Mad Max future. Yeah. That could be a thing. I mean, Mad Max really romanticizes the whole water shortage thing. I really don't think a water shortage is going to be that bad. We'll just adapt. Could you imagine humanity like succumbing to a water shortage, a fresh water we'll just come up with some technology to fix it. Don't worry about it. Because guess what? What influences innovation always? Always. Money. Someone will want a lot of money, and they will devise a way that water shortages won't matter. There's a whole ocean out there full of salt water. You don't think we could desalinize it with enough effort? It might cost a lot of freaking money, but I don't know if we'll have a real Mad Max future too much. I mean, hopefully not. Sitting on a rock in space with a beer or beverage of choice should be everyone's goal. Wouldn't that be nice? Man, could you imagine the view? Could you imagine the view? Sitting on a meteor in space? That would be something. That would really be something. Pass a law like Colorado that weed tax money can only go to schools? Yes. You would never pass it on the federal side, but yeah, that's something for sure. Love to see that. Love to see a law that takes tax revenues and says you can only spend them on this stuff, and it be actually beneficial stuff. The only trouble is then you create perverse incentives and then, oh, well, we can only spend it on schools. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to increase our pay. All the administrators at the schools, suddenly they're getting 20% raises because guess what? All of that weed tax money goes to us. We got a big surplus. So you know what? We're just going to take that money home. Sure, they stimulate the economy, but guess what? That's a perverse incentive because they're the people approving their own raises. And then you get a lot of that happening too, which is never good. We found Bender's account. That one episode of Futurama where Bender was God was gold. Sometimes if you do everything right, you won't be sure you've done anything at all. Sticks with me. People won't be sure you've done anything at all. This channel is great. Orphan murder, SFX ideas, mom jokes, geopolitical commentary, astrophysical observations, provoking Fred, and cheering Chair. What more could you possibly ask for? I try to provide a little bit of variety. You know? Honestly, I just like to hear myself talk. I love making jokes. I love talking about, like, I'm the same guy talking right now about geopolitics that was telling you that I've worn the same pair of underwear for 8 years. And that's okay. You can be both. The moment in that episode, this is by a wide margin the least likely thing that has ever happened. I can't remember the context of it. I just remember him meeting God and God telling him that like famous line. Guys, we were getting hosed. We were getting absolutely hosed on these auto petters. Hello there, master of baiters, says Caro Carabin. How are you? How are you doing? Quote that, Mrs. Shift. He just likes hearing himself talk. Nevada has a similar tax. 420 taxes go to public schools and public works. Again, great deal. It's just a matter of making sure that there's no perverse incentives like capping administrative raises. You got to make sure that when you do that, you also put in a clause that caps the ability for people in charge of writing raises out to employees of these organizations, public schools or public works, that they cannot raise their amount of compensation by a certain amount annually. What is this, Call of Duty? I see the bad rake symbol. Yeah. Above there is, oh, damn. Oh, man, that might be original Call of Duty. Oh, yeah, that is original Call of Duty. I've just been, like, totally... Oof. Okay, that... Fuck it, let's see what happens. Just blasting swastika on my top screen. Am I allowed to say that? I'm not allowed to say that. Blasting... Well, actually, why shouldn't I be allowed to say that? It's a peace symbol in Hindu. Whatever. Blasting bad thing on BO1 screen. It's tiny. I don't think anyone would see it. I don't think anyone really gives a shit. It's a video game. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't even realize. I picked Kino der Toten, and I'm kind of like, maybe I should have picked a different COD Zombies map. I will be picking a different one. I don't want to play the same one too many times in a row. That's why I was getting tired of Subway Surfer, was because it was literally the same video over and over again. It's like, screw it. Let's get a little Black Ops Zombies in here. The NV tax is explicitly included to base teacher pay and raises, cannot be tied to administrative costs. Very good. Very, very good foresight. Nevada has a pretty good system going over there. Actually, they've done a good job making use of Vegas's success to make the state an actually decent place to live in. I'm very impressed by Nevada. Genuinely. It's just a shame that the Las Vegas Raiders have to exist now as a football team. I mean, they got everything right, I guess. They had to have the worst football team in the league, of course. I vote for Shadows of Evil for the next Zombies. Good vote. Oh, Shadows of Evil. Oh, that was my favorite one. Did you guys know, before I was a Stardew main, I was a Black Ops 3 Zombies main. and all the Black Ops, for example. But honestly, specifically, Shadows of Evil, I got round 113 on Shadows of Evil once, and that was my claim to fame. I had a lot of round 100s on that one. I could never really like get past the point though where the ammo became such a problem that I had to be so good that I couldn't get past round like 110 plus. I was pretty proud of 113 though. Oh, I know ball. I know ball. If I picked that up, if I picked up a controller and played Black Ops 3 Zombies right now, Shadows of Evil, I'd definitely be rusty, but I think I could figure out my old setup pretty well. I definitely remember how to do pretty much everything. Like upgrade the sword and all that and get the Maristagua for free. Was it for free? Wait. No, I'm thinking of the Blundergat on Mob of the Dead. I knew how to set up on that one too. A little vitrolic withering in my life. But enough about Mrs. Shift. Born and raised in Vegas, my whole life wished for a home team, and we get the stupid-ass Raiders. I know. The Raiders had to be the absolute worst team possible, and you got the Raiders. You poor soul. At least it wasn't the Cleveland Browns. At least it wasn't the Cleveland Browns, because it could have been the Cleveland Browns. Right, so count yourself lucky that you don't have the Las Vegas Browns. Can't be as bad as the Jets. Okay, real talk, we're a Jets family here. So maybe I should stop commenting about bad football teams. Been a rough few decades. With the Mark Davis haircut. I don't get that one. Mark Davis haircut. Found it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my... Oh! Oh! Guys, look up Mark Davis haircut if you got a second screen on your side. Oh! Alrighty. Good night, one last brain cell. Hopefully your internet problems are resolved soon enough. If you rep a bad team, you are a true fan. Real. There's Patriots fans out there. They didn't even have to go through a rebuild. They had like one bad season and now they were back in the Super Bowl last season. Crazy. Crazy what having good scouting and the ability to draft a decent quarterback can do for your franchise in the long term. In BO3, you can force gobblegum cycles, so things like ammo are never an issue. I do remember that. I remember forcing gobblegum cycles. The problem with 113 was that I would use the and when I say 113 was I got to round 113. The problem I had at that level in Shadows of Evil was that I would run out of ammo and I would have to do the flag trick to get a max ammo, which is part of one of the first steps of the Easter egg. Now, I was doing this solo, so I couldn't complete the full Easter egg, but I would go, and I would get the first max ammo because you grab the flag, and then you go to one of the points, you can drop it, and this is like going on way long of a tangent for anybody who doesn't understand it, and I sound like an idiot. But anyway, you go and you get the first max ammo, and then you don't complete the second flag, you just let the meatballs blow it up. What a ridiculous statement. And then you go back to your training area, and I would basically run the civil defender to take out any Margwas that came in too. So those weren't a problem at all because as soon as he comes down, he just insta kills any Margwas on the map. So every few rounds you get the Margwa, take him out with that. But the ammo was really the main issue. It was very, very difficult to reliably use the flag past a certain point because the meatball's health scaled with the rounds, and it just became a mess. A mess. It was such a mess. Like, it was very difficult. I think someone is... I know someone has gotten the 255 limit on Shadows of Evil, though. Like, they figured it out. I haven't been in that Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 3 fandom for a long time to keep up with what the strategy became, but I was pretty proud of my method. Trying to explain COD Zombies to people that don't know COD Zombies might actually sound like you're on drugs. Real. What are you on, drugs? Look at you. You're getting blood all over my drugs. All knowers know that one. Wow, guys, we went through a whole stack here. We went through a whole stack, and we only got one auto petter. Not looking good for the believers, unless we get 4 auto petters in the next 160 boxes, which I don't see happening. Maybe we'll get one more, though, hopefully. Yeah, Moondog's like, what? What the hell are they talking about? Don't worry, you don't have to know. Probably won't come up again. Did they update Kino der Toten in Black Ops 1 so the not nice symbol isn't there anymore? And this is like old footage that I've got here. Shift, do me a favor, explain the appearance of the Apothecant Servant.
With pleasure. The Apothecant Servant is basically a squid with eyes all around it, and they're red. Sometimes they're purple. And it can be named the Maristagua, the Zue Alorian, and a couple of other gibberish names, so it's not always the same one. And basically, you take your right hand, right, and you open up the back squid tentacle, and you shove your fist in there like it's a like the squid butt, the squissy. And then with your hand in the squissy, you have like a Cthulhu face on the other side. And when you shoot it, it shoots out like a black hole that basically sucks everything in a huge radius into it and insta-murders it. And when you want to reload it, you open it up and you throw a what appears to be a sack of something glistening and glowing into its other squissy, and then you can keep going. Right. Oh, second auto petter, pog.
How's that? Was that a good explanation? Mrs. Shift. A black hole that sucks everything into it.
I should call her.
That was entertaining. I'm glad. Did you like my use of the word squissy? Exclamation nurse, exclamation clip. I'll have Red put a picture of the Maristagua up and someone reloading it while I'm explaining that. Guys, you want to see chair one more time? I mean, this stack is almost done, but maybe you can talk to chair for a second while I mean, this stream's gonna be done in like 2 minutes. I mean, all right. Do we want to talk to chair? Because I tell you what, that seltzer's going on through me. It's okay. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. I don't want to give the mic back to that traitor. Frickin' traitor.
M00ND0G702 says, "What am I? Chopped liver?"
I don't get it. I don't know. Are you chopped? I don't know. Your TTS game is pretty good. I have no idea what you're talking about. What am I, chopped liver? It's Fred. Oh my... I have to get into the habit of talking to my TTS voice as if it is not a bot. I mean, why? I'm sorry, Fred. You did not hear me say that. I know you're a real life person with flesh and bones and a family and apparently 2 bastard children who you won't claim. We should put Fred on Springer. You know what? Screw that. He should go on the Caleb Hammer show. Because, again, I have no idea how he pays for anything. And the Caleb Hammer show has become the new Springer. Maury, put him on Maury. Does Maury still record? Like, there has to be one of those shows left. We should put you on Springer. What do you mean? What do you mean? We have a perfectly healthy relationship. What you talking about, Willis? Only thing they'd ask me about is the soundness of my mind. 100 and something abandoned children.
Says, I pay for it by pimping your mother out.
That's uncalled for. That's I resent that. Right. I resent that. Fred, you take that back. Fred, take that back. All right, that's not cool. You can't talk about my mom that way. I'm so docking his pay. What's a wage less than 0? Should I make Fred pay me to be my TTS? Be like Mr. Krabs, charging him a breathing and standing fee. I think Springer would be quite impressed by just how bad of a father I am with my 100 abandoned children. They're all adopted too. They're not they wouldn't pass a paternity test, so they're not really my responsibility. We ran a paternity test on all 100 of your abandoned children, and we found that the results show you are not the father. I knew that. I adopted them. 103 abandoned children. Yeah. Actually, Jerry, I abandoned 3 more just before I came here. You're a monster. No. I'm actually rich. I'm rich, bitch. I'm Rick James, bitch. Oh, here we go. Chappelle Show quotes. I would be helping Fred talk, but there is a cooldown. I'm surprised you've had enough points to do it. Props to you for keeping the bit going with all your points. He can't keep getting away with this. Totally worth the shift stonk. Today was a really efficient grind, guys. I mean, we really are getting pretty darn good at this. It's a shame we're almost done with the grind, but it's really not a shame because I'm freaking tired of this. I'm so tired of slaying the orphans and then coming and open mystery boxes with my auto clicker. And I'm like so grateful to all of you who sit here and hang out and vibe. Like, I promise I can do more entertaining stuff. Like, this is what the challenge called for. This is what we're doing. It's all going to be worth it when the YouTube video is made. This is what we do for now. But it looks like the doubters are going to have their cake and get to eat it too, because we only got 2 auto petters out of that full stack, unfortunately, and that brings our total to whoa, hang on. That brings our total to I think 113. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to total everything out as we've been doing as the ritual. And then we are going to get ourselves all sewn up for another lovely weekend. And I will see you guys next Monday, bright and early at 7 p.m. to tackle this grind for another long week. But we've done pretty well, and I think after next week we should be done with it, so that's good at least. Probably enough Black Ops 1 not nice symbol for you guys. Alright, so let's look at our totals here. We have 750 golden animal crackers, so we did really well on those. We didn't get 100 today, but we definitely could have had we just kept grinding. Our auto petter count is now at 113. And our golden mystery boxes opened is now 23,667. All right. And that is all of it. You're dying for a PZ playthrough? I am too. I really am too. I think you'll enjoy it, Orb. I think all of you will enjoy it. You guys are all kind of the demographic that Project Zomboid is kind of made for. So I think you guys will find it to be a very fun experience, and it's going to be a lot less grindy and a lot more let's have fun together, because I'm not going to approach that the same way that I've approached this Stardew Challenge. This Stardew Challenge has been a real, like, let me jump the shark. What's the most ridiculous thing that I can do in the game and make a video about? Project Zomboid is more a place for me to get narrative driven and have fun and really just keep it kind of personable. And I think that you guys are going to enjoy it. But enough of that for right now. I'm going to be back on Monday at 7 p.m. No Saturday stream this weekend. I am going to take a rest, and maybe next weekend we will do another Saturday stream because we will still be in the throes of this grind. But it's been a pleasure streaming to you guys tonight. It's been a pleasure talking about all things from my underpants to geopolitics. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Remember to stay safe. Don't do anything that your mother wouldn't approve of. And if you do, make sure not to tell her about it. Have a great night, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.